Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Skip, aka Skip and Tosh here, back with another new comic book day haul video. So, for everyone who's new, welcome. For everybody who's been here before, welcome back. Here on my channel, we talk about a plethora of things, everything from new comic book day hauls, nerd culture stuff related to comic book reviews, TV show reviews, pretty much whatever I want to talk about that's related to nerd culture and usually centered around comics. That's what we cover here on the Skip and Tosh channel. But I got some bad news. I went to go get my new comic book day comics, and when I got there, unfortunately, there was not the diamond shipment. All there was of course the what is it DC or lunar. There all there was the lunar. Um, sorry, I want to bump a little bit more for y'all. Was the lunar shipment? So, unfortunately, I have to get. Unfortunately, fortunately, because I have so much stuff in my saver, I got a bunch of back issues. And even at a few other spots, I did some comics digging and I found some books that I didn't even know existed that I needed for some of my collections. So let's go ahead and jump into it. But before we dive all the way in, Tabu Ohana, Tabu Ohana. If I say that, what does it even mean to you? I'll tell you what it means. Tabu means sacred, Ohana means family. And you could be a part of the sacred family if you're looking for an office chair or a gaming chair. Tabu Ohana got your back. Right now, up to 45% off of select chairs. You put in my discount code SKIPTC, you can get yourself an additional $40 off of that purchase. Our top of the line chairs are literally on sale for almost 50% off. I didn't believe the prices when I went to the website. This is one of them right here. Got the nice embroidery right there in the seat. Tabu Ohana stitched in. Fantastic pillow. I got a back pillow. I guess I never really show this off. This has Tabu Ohana stitched into it as well. You can see that right there. This thing is comfortable. And I got a big old beautiful emblem on the back. That is awesome. So check out tabuohana.com and get yourself a chair. Also, shout out to Computer Booter, a great place to get your electronic service. Rent a PC or a console, even retro consoles. Like maybe you want to play an old like PC Engine. They have those there. Like you can go and you can rent that. I think they even have some of the old other Turbo Graphics, and I saw a Commodore 64. I saw Commodore 64 when I was in there. I myself rented a Sega Saturn, and I also rented a Sega Dreamcast, and it was a blast playing those games. But Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, when I was there broke, man, I couldn't picture this. You can rent any of those there. So go check out Dave. If you got a console that needs a repair, PC, Mac, go check him out. He's an awesome repair person, fantastic guy, and they do gaming tournaments there as well. So get your gamer a gift. OG retro like GameCube controllers, all that stuff is there. So check both of them out. I really appreciate them, and I thank both of them for sponsoring all of the channels that I'm on, because just about every single one they're on. But also big shout out to Mainframe GG. Uh, they hook it up every now and then. Get your boy looking nice, and some of these, connected to the game. Some of these beautiful shirts that they got with the Mainframe. So sometimes you might see me wearing some of their gear. If you're like, what is that white sweatshirt that he got? It looks dope. This is Mainframe, yo, and they got a really really nice deal going on. I think Black Friday they got a nice little sale. So go check them out too. I appreciate them as well. Superman 78. Had to get it. Had to continue it. Um, Robert Venditti is killing it on this. Wilfredo Torres is one of my favorite artists in comics. Very simplistic style, but fantastic lines. This continues to be a really cool storyline, exploring some things, related to Kal-El and his past. I won't get into too much because if you haven't read it yet, I don't want to spoil it. But they did a great job of the Richard Donner and all, some of the things that were happening in that movie. But I will say Brainiac is in this, so you're definitely gonna want to check this out. I will say that very interesting things going on within this book. Gun Honey issue 3. It's hard to pronounce the name of the writer. I know his last name is Ardai, and the artist's last name is Kang. But you know what? They're doing such a good job. I have to give them props. Now, I've already read issue 3, but I continue to like this book so much that I'm like buying not all of the variant covers, but all of the ones that I like. If I like the variant cover, I'm like, I want to support this book because it's just been really good. Charles Ardai and Ang Hor Kang. This book has been so fun. Nice femme fatale, kind of espionage, kind of mystery story. Yes, of course, when you first look at it, it's like, oh, cheesecake, but I promise you, there's a deeper story here, and it's really dope and really fun. So those are the current comics that I got. Those are not a month behind. Those are not considered back issues, but some of the back issues that I got. First one, The Fade Out. Issue 1, it's an image first, so it's only $1. Now, if you know me, you know that this is my favorite comic that Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips have done. I've already read this, but what I have a tendency of doing when I see image first is I'll grab them, and as I ship comics out to people, sometimes I sneak these in there. So whether you're someone that purchased a book from me, or whether if you bought a book for me and we're trading books or exchanging them, Ash will tell you, RDV will tell you, Nalo will tell you, I'm notorious for just slipping comics in that nobody asked for, but I put in good ones. So, The Fade Out #1. If you have not read this book before, if you're into noir, like mystery stories, especially ones that relate to like old timey Tinseltown Hollywood, you're gonna struggle to find one better than this, and I'm not exaggerating. It's a top of the line story from a top of the line creative group. Elizabeth Breitweiser on colors. Elizabeth Breitweiser's on colors on this as well. Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. You see a recurring theme here. This is probably my favorite creative team in all of comics, if not definitely top 3. And this particular book is another one that I began to read and I really enjoyed, but I fell off of. And it felt a little different from some of the other criminal books and Fatale and all that stuff that they had done. But I have it on good authority from multiple people, including my man Bunkmaster B and including Nalo, that I should continue this one. So I very much am going to continue it. But this will be gifted to someone else. I say I fell off of it, but literally, like, a panel from that comic has been my phone screensaver for like the last 2 or 3 years. Like, I've gotten new iPhones and I kept that as like my home screen because I guess it made more of an impact than even I realized. Criminal issue #1. This was the very first issue in the criminal line that Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips had started. This one is Val Staples on the colors, and another book that I'm probably going to end up slipping into someone's order, or someone who, just were trading comics, or they had me look out for a comic for them, and I'm just shipping it out to them, and they're just covering the cost of the books and the shipping. You'll probably end up with one of these if you haven't read it before, even if you have, because you can pass it along to someone else too. This is a great starting point for anyone who has not read Criminal, and I think this first volume, this first graphic novel that they did for it, is a perfect place to start for anyone getting into the world of Criminal. And you can search out from there. Again, if you me anywhere over on the Unnamed Indie Comic Show with Ash, just about every Wednesday, you'll know that we're covering this book and we're loving A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance by Rick Remender and Andre Lima Araujo, Chris O'Halloran on colors, and Russ Wooten on the letters. They had a second printing, and I wanted to support the book. I'm collecting this book. I want all the covers, or at least majority of them. I wanted to get the second printing. I didn't have other comics to buy. I had my budget. Yes, I'm going to be having to buy those comics next week, but I got an itch. I got a comics fever, and I wanted to grab this book. Fantastic issue. If you haven't read it, highly recommend this book. It is going to be unlike most comic experiences you have. Do not let that throw you off. Allow all of that, what comics can do, to seep into you and have some fantastic storytelling done for you, with the visuals carrying a lot of the load. Love this book and was excited to have the second printing in my collection. Also, Image mentioned that because of supply constraints, they're going to be doing a lot less second printings, third printings, and all of that. I guess eliminating it dang near altogether. So that was not the main reason, but a little extra reason to get this. Of course, y'all know that I am a W. Maxwell Prince fan. I'm damn near a W. Maxwell Prince stan. The Electric Sublime was a book that I covered here with Jimmy. We reviewed it, and I did not even know that this variant existed. So as much as I love this story, I had to make sure that I got this copy as well. I had gone to pay a debt for a tape that I bought off of a music buddy that works at a comic shop, and I found out the books weren't in, and I just went looking for a completely different book, and I was like, what? They got this variant? I didn't even know this existed. So very happy to have this. I don't even know who the artist of this one is, but I do like it. It's a nice cover. I will say I'm glad I enjoy the cover, but I'm getting them all whether I like them or not because I want to collect all of them within the Electric Sublime series. Check that series out. Crazy story. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. Just go read it. If you like art and you like W. Maxwell Prince and you like Martin Morazzo, but especially if you enjoy art, that story is going to blow your socks off. You have no idea. Ugh. More Ice Cream Man, more W. Maxwell Prince. This is for the 25th issue. We're already on issue 26, but this was the 25th issue. It was an oversized issue. Ice Cream Man is an ongoing series. That is my favorite ongoing series. W. Maxwell Prince writes it. Martin Morazzo is the artist for it. You heard me say Chris O'Halloran earlier, who colored the Righteous Thirst for Vengeance comic. He's also been the colorist for this. And good old Neon is who does the letters for this book. But happy to put this in my collection. I did enjoy this cover, and that issue 25 was amazing. So I will take all of the issue 25 covers that I can get that are affordable and that I like. So I had to get this one as well. It's just a big old thing of ice cream with like an ice cream face down there at the bottom. There's like all of them are faces. Oh, yay. Aren't we all ice cream at the end of the day? We're all going to melt down into some sweet dairy anyway, aren't we? Probably not, but I would like to think so. Ice Cream Man issue number 25, W. Prince. And that wraps it up for a new comic book day for me. Again, since Diamond didn't deliver to the two closest stores to me, I wasn't able to go and pick them up. I really wanted to read Decorum. I really, really, really was interested in getting my hands on Echolands because that continues to be a really interesting series with a lot of great stuff being done with the landscape orientation and with the variety of art that's within it. Even the back pages building the world of the villain in the book has been very, very interesting. So that book has been awesome. And I know I'm forgetting one other book that I really, really wanted to read besides Decorum and Echolands. Jeez, can't think of what it was. But you'll find out what it is next time when those orders come in and I do my new comic book day and you're going to be like, Skip, I already have these. Because there was one shop in Sacramento that did get some of the Diamond books. But I didn't want to drive all that far and I didn't want to double buy some of them. But I am getting Decorum on digital because I can't wait to read that. Anyway, thank you again for tuning in and seeing what I've been picking up at the shops. Hopefully y'all have some of this stuff as well. If not, let me know what you got for New Comic Book Day down in the comments. We could talk about Ice Cream Man all you want. And Tabawohana. If you're looking for an office chair, gaming chair, tabawohana.com. Up to 40% off of select chairs right now. Put in the code SKIPTC. Get an additional 40% off of, an additional $40 off of your purchase. Thanks so much for y'all joining me. I appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch y'all on the next one.